we could be excited because this industry is about self-care. It's about wellness. It's about strategy. It's about business. It's about preventative care. It's about optimizing how you feel, how you look, and being confident. And being confident is synonymous to excitement. And if you're not excited about it, I don't really want to work with you.
All right, we're here at the Med Spa Show 2026 in Las Vegas, and I am sitting down with Frank Pierce from Medical Spa Supply, who I just met yesterday, and I learned that he is also a fellow Tampa resident.
Yes, sir.
And
sir.
we're gonna get to know Frank a little bit more. Frank, how are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for having me, man. Yeah, Med Spa Show. It's my second year here. I'm with Medical Spa Supply. We basically we're a one source spot for equipment, supplies, right? We help with build outs.
Oh, nice.
We can source consulting and design work. So there's a lot of moving parts. Sometimes buying equipment is
Okay.
the last thing, but even though it's the last thing, it needs to be planned properly. And so that's where we come in. So if you're 2 months out or 2 years out, we can help plan and take some of that, some of that weight off of your shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really cool. I know we talked a little bit yesterday,
Yeah.
and I didn't even fully get the full length and breadth of what you do, but I liked your energy. You seem,
Yeah.
I know we had a great conversation. You were talking we were talking more about what we do,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but I was like, great, let's sit down and learn about it. So, okay, I get it a little bit more now, and I want to talk about kind of who the ideal candidate. Like, you said they're from. Well, first, let me say this: I agree so much
Yeah.
that there needs to be a thoughtful plan.
Yes.
Especially around the devices you're buying and the service mix you're delivering.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming what providers can choose from.
Yeah.
And from marketing perspective, we find a lot of times they'll buy a device and come to us and say, okay, I need to market this.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But it's maybe backwards a little bit
Yeah.
from a real business strategy and buying all your devices and planning all of your marketing around a business strategy and then executing, right?
Absolutely. And really how you want to look at it, at least from my side, right? If on paper, I'm a sales guy, right? I'm going to sell you something, but you don't want to look at it like that. And that's why I got really excited when I was introduced to Influx, right? Like it was, I know what the customer needs at all points, even if I don't have the, I have the resources. So, you have a customer.
You can connect them.
I can connect the dots.
You're a connector.
So I have to hear what they're saying and then find opportunity. And sometimes like just saying, hey, I want to connect you with somebody, you haven't even thought about this, and then move that over to who, like for you guys, like I would send someone to you. They don't have a website, or maybe their website is not optimized, or it just looks like absolute trash, right? Which oftentimes it is. Everyone's trying to save money, and so they just put it together on Wix, right? And looks all wild and really generic. And so like I speak to those customers all the time. They're these people are coming from a hospital, right? And then they're like, okay, I want to get into aesthetics.
Making the switch to aesthetics.
Yeah. And then they were sold a vision, but how do they get to that vision? And that's why it's all cohesive. But you have to have the mindset to want to do that. You can't just say, oh, I want to sell somebody a chair. Literally a child, like a newborn baby could sell somebody a chair, but who can actually connect the dots and make it make sense and make someone feel comfortable and give free game, right? By saying, I'm going to connect you with someone. I'm not on any type of referral program with you guys. It's just about a community and making it make sense so we all can win. Because at the end of the day, we can't operate without the customer, which is the, med spa owners, aesthetic practices, and they can't exist without people who want to see them win and set them up that way.
It's so cool. You're selling an outcome versus a product, right?
Yes, all the time. Got to sell an outcome. And, I want to sell you what you need, but I want to figure out how to properly deliver that, because the business is always going to be there. This business is booming all the time. There's med spas opening left and right. There's different trends happening, but you have to be a human in this still, even with access to the internet and AI. You still have to put the human aspect to it. And I think that is what community is all about and why community is extremely important. So I may not talk to the customer again for maybe never, or maybe they call me 2 years later and, they need something, but that is, I'm available.
Yeah, that's
Call
cool.
me,
Yeah.
whatever you need. Hey, we're thinking about this. It has nothing to do with me. You know what? Let me find out. Let me call some people. I just met 100 really great people, during this med spa show.
Yes.
Let me see if I can connect the dots. Now I go back to my office at home, and I just build out more of what I'm already doing.
It's so
Yeah.
cool. I'm a big believer in the free game thing that you said.
Free game. It's all about free game.
It's all about free game. And when I used to come to these conferences and we would get no leads or, only a few,
Yeah.
I learned what I felt was sort of like my little secret is I cared about meeting new potential clients, but I walked the aisle and I met every vendor
Yeah. Yeah.
that had anything that I felt like I could help my clients with so that I could learn about it. So that when they ask me a question, I go, I know the person.
Yeah.
And I don't just know the business, I know the person.
Yeah.
And I know that I met that person. I really like them. I know they look out for their clients. This is who because you don't want to refer people to people you don't feel like they are going to take care of your clients.
100%.
And that became the whole premise of this podcast. So we started in this podcast. Sometimes we do it live. Sometimes we do it remote, on Zoom or, on a video call.
Yeah.
But we just want to have people who we think do good work.
Yeah.
Maybe it overlaps a little with what we do. Maybe it just complements what we do. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And
But it
introduce our
coincides.
clients. Yeah. Introduce our clients to these people in this industry that can help them with other issues and things and other pain points that we don't solve.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. 100%. And it builds up trust, right?
Yeah. And I'll say this. Has nothing to do with the sales side of it. Let's just talk about the industry. I came from like home health. Right. And so that's a very like gritty business, right? You got older people who are needing care, insurance that doesn't pay out, and patients become just a referral, and it weighs down on you if you have any type of morale, right? Like any type of like soul, right? And so I couldn't wait to get out of it. In this side of the industry, I want to, in my own way, without being so direct about it, I want to remind people that there's reasons, no matter what you're doing, you're selling an exam chair, you're offering an AI service, you're offering a CRM, you're offering, pharmaceuticals, whether it's exosomes or if it's just like a new product, right? This industry, we're allowed to be excited about it. Like, we don't have to be the cool guy, Zoolander, kind of like, mogging all the time. We could be excited because this industry is about self-care. It's about wellness. It's about strategy. It's about business. It's about preventative care. It's about optimizing how you feel, how you look, and being confident. And being confident is synonymous to excitement. And if you're not excited about it, I don't really want to work with you. I'll sell you something, but I want to stay excited. I want to work with people who are excited, and I want to build off of that because we're on the forefront of something that is continuously, growing. I don't know what's next after this. I mean, we might find like the next Compound V, and everyone's becoming superheroes or something, like whatever it is. But it's all exciting,
Dude, I agree. I agree. I feel your energy and I love it. And I do feel the same excitement. We're in a space where it feels like anything is possible as we move into the future. There's going to be a lot of interesting advancements, but we're helping people feel better. We're helping them feel confident, and it's about helping people.
Yes.
And I am very drawn to that side of this industry. It's a long winding road how I found myself in aesthetics, but regardless of how I got here or whether I ever expected that, I found I could help people here.
Yes.
And then in turn, I could help the providers, and they in turn can help patients, and they really are helping people, and that help is it. And so you get excited about helping people, people get excited about feeling better.
Yeah.
And that energy is really cool.
It is.
I agree.
And I think you have two different types of mediums in this industry, especially with practices, right? Well, let's just say with practices and businesses that supply or provide services for practices. You have people who are going to open up a business because they have the resources and they just have a plan and they knock it out, and that's okay, right? But again, another thing synonymous to this industry is innovation, right? It's all about that. Like, even how people, your top marketers, their ads are about innovation, right? It's like whether you want to feel beautiful, ah, feel your best, GLP. Don't you want to love your partner better? Has it been getting a little dull? And you're like, "Hey, we got this new GLP that will really kick things up in the bedroom for you." You're like, whoa, this is new. So I don't have to buy the same thing from the pills from the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
No, we have the serum now.
Right? Yeah. There's
Yeah,
definitely lots of innovation.
Right. And so I say all that because as far as innovation goes and why it's so synonymous to this industry. So there you have people who just have the cookie cutter plan, and then you have the people who are like, well, I can build off of this. And that's my favorite thing about this industry is that if you are innovative or ambitious enough to be curious to explore, it's like untapped potential to like explore whatever that is within your scope.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're doing kind of little mini episodes here. I have so many questions I could ask you, but
Yeah.
but in the interest of kind of keeping these into our little mini episodes, I want to get to some final stuff here.
Yeah.
And here's what I want to ask you. So if I was looking to open, who's your kind of, you said it can be a pretty broad range from 2 months out to 2 years out, but kind of what's the sweet spot for someone who is looking for your services? They're looking to maybe open a med spa. Who's describe to me your ideal customer?
Yes. So, my ideal customer is someone who is, really the timeline doesn't matter, right? We can adjust to all of that. We'll accommodate to whatever it is. I mean, if you need an exam chair tomorrow, I'm also going to tell you, I don't think we could do that because we don't want to promise something we can't, right? Integrity is big. But our ideal customer is anybody who's looking to expand or open up a new practice. And so wherever you're at in that process, we can consolidate a lot of the supply and equipment buying all in-house. And then you can sit on it, check in with me. Like I have a client in Hawaii that's, I've been speaking with her for like 8 months, right? And she disappeared for a while. Then she followed up with me, right? And we're moving along now. And so basically it's just, if you're opening and you're expanding, talk to us. Let's figure it out. Let's plan, the devices. If you need like specs on a chair or a cryo machine for your build out, we'll get that for you. If you have a project manager, connect us. We can sit on calls, right? Depending on how intricate your operation is for planning, we can be a part of that. And we're experts in this space. We talk to, like, you might like the med spa that we work with may look at every other med spa's competition, but we look at all the other med spas as like information. So we know what you want and we know what you need and we know how to get it because we talk to you every day. You call me tomorrow, you say I'm opening up an IV, and then 6 other people are doing that. And so I'm just collecting these things. I'm like, okay, well, maybe you should consider this. Oh, I haven't thought of that. Yeah, I know. But I did because I work in a space.
And I mean, that's the one benefit of being focused in an industry is you have so many reps in that space.
Yes.
You have a lot of wisdom to bring to clients from
Exactly.
learnings that they don't have to learn the hard way, right?
Yes. And it's so multifaceted, right? It's nuanced. It's not just about just I could say this chair has this, and this and sell you on it, but it's tying it all together. So we have it broken down into like patient comfort, right? Patient safety, and then your equipment planning. So if you're buying a laser, right, my immediate question is going to be, what are you doing for patient comfort? Because you want to have people come into your practice and you want them to come back. They're not going to come back as fast if things hurt and you don't have a way to, mitigate the pain.
Yeah.
And topicals are great, but they only have a certain ceiling. Medication, same, but then there's things that can happen. Like it takes a while for it to wear off. Where like maybe have you considered a Nitronox? This is fantastic. It's portable. It doesn't need to be titrated. This will help with patient retention, right? And you're coming in for PRP, and then you're like, my client doesn't come back. I haven't heard from him in 6 months. Yeah, it's painful, but now they're going to be more inclined to go through with their goals of like
Yeah,
looking
so you're
at
thinking about the whole patient experience.
whole patient experience
Yeah, cool.
and tying it together.
Cool. So you can work kind of, it sounds like you can work kind of a la carte with someone if they just need one thing, or be really comprehensive with them, bring in the right experts for different things, and really be there from the planning, the very beginning planning, all the way through execution if that's what they need.
All the way through execution. And the most important part of it all in terms of our business at Medical Spa Supply is making sure things are delivered and that you have someone to call if you run into issues. And so we don't just, pack you up and say bye. It's like you call us. If there's an issue with a device or a piece of equipment, call us. Let's figure it out. Let's make it right. You're spending a lot of money and we want your business. Everybody wants your business, but we want you to rely on us because that's where the trust is built. And you might just say, hey, this chair is acting kind of funny, or I need to replace this. Call me. I'll get it. I'll fix it. We'll figure it out. We have all of those things in place. And that's how we build our relationships with our manufacturers. We need manufacturers who are going to answer the phone when our customers are running into a problem. Yeah.
Here's my last question for you. Can I get a chair tomorrow?
For you, yeah, because I got one right over here.
Oh, really?
But for anybody else, give it I need at least 2.5 weeks.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. We can give you advance notice when we're ready.
Yeah.
Frank, thank you so much for sitting down with me and
Thank
talking
you.
a little bit about what you do. I'm really glad we got to know each other better.
Yes, thank you.
I'm glad you came out to the show for a second year in a row, and I hope it's been productive for you. Sounds like it has been.
We're expanding. We're going to get a bigger booth next year, and we got so many great things coming. So just stay tuned, guys. And I can't wait to partner with you guys with what you're doing. And
I look forward to it as well.
Yeah,
man.
there's
I'm
just
sure
a
we
lot
can help
there.
each other.
Please.
Where do people find out about your services?
Got you. Check us out at medicalspasupply.com. You can follow us on Instagram, Medical Spa Supply. It's at
Medical Spa Supply.
At Medical Spa Supply. And if you are inclined to see my journey in health, wellness, and collaborations, it's Who is Frank Pierce on every platform. So, follow me, and I'll follow you back.
Oh, look at that. I follow you back. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. Have a good one, man.
Thank you, brother.